Okay. And see, this stuff has self-adhesive tape on it, and I just want to push it in there. Now this self-adhesive webbing tape is pretty old stuff. I've had this for a couple years, but it's still kind of sticky. It only has to stick for a little bit until I get the roofing material on there. You see what I mean? I want to make sure it's pushed up, and that's why I wanted that caulked underneath there to go up at the angle of the dangle. Okay. And I've got it. Okay, that's your first step. Like I say, you don't have to be a roofer to do this, or a drywaller, or a tile guy, or a stucco guy, or anybody who works on decks all the time. I don't work on decks very often at all. I used to years ago, but no more. And just wanting to show you, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so my next step, what is my next step? Well, I guess I've got to get into that bucket over there with that roofing material. I've got to have my webbing, well, it's not webbing tape, it's just a cloth, see? See-through cloth. Have that ready. I've got the two pieces that I've already cut. I'll have to figure out when I'm going to use that, where I'm going to use that. And I'm going to start up here. And remember, I told you these two steps were brand new. So you might be saying, hey, Joe, how come you're going to do those? How come you're going to do this stair here when this is brand new? Well, because I've done this, I want another piece going up there, and I don't want the webbing, I don't want this cloth just to stop like that, because I don't want to see that underneath when I coat this. Chances are I probably not, but this did have check marks in the 4x12, and this will protect it from the check marks getting any bigger, exposing this, cracking out the roofing material a year down the road. If it does want to separate, it'll separate underneath this. Do you see what I mean? This is going to be bonded tight right down on top of that. Okay, with the roofing material. You'll see. Keep watching these videos. You'll see. The next step is I've got to get this bucket open. I'm going to show a separate video for that. If you've never opened a 5-gallon bucket before, I'm going to show you a trick if you don't know how to open one of these buckets. It doesn't have to be roofing material, it can be paint. You're going to have a bucket exactly like this. Okay? It could have paint in there, it could have drywall, mud in there, it could have roofing material. Stick around, I'll show you an easy way to open those buckets. Well, it's time to open up this bucket. And this happens to be a brand new 5-gallon bucket. And it doesn't really matter what your 5-gallon bucket has in it. Mine happens to have roof coating in it, see? But you could have a bucket like that, a 5-gallon bucket. A paint 5-gallon bucket like that. Or drywall mud. And I'm going to show you a nice, easy way to get this bucket open if you've never seen this before. Because see, they have a tool. They have a bucket tool that has a notch in it. You put it on there, and you just grab this whole thing and you rip it up. Boom, 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 boom. But then it's harder to get the bucket lid back on. And then once you get the bucket lid back on, you got to have that special tool again. Well, how do you do it without the special tool, Joe? Well, stick around. That's what this quick video is about.